It's that time of year again, Tanner. We missed E3 last year.
Fucking COVID.
One because it didn't exist, and two because we haven't made a video like this since 2019, right?
Yep.
I think all of our predictions were basically the same. Only thing that really came true was the RE remake and then the new DC game and the Harry Potter game as well. Or news on it, but now that it is officially delayed, like everything else, Gotham Knights and everything else. Instead of doing the top 10, we're just going to talk about the stuff because there's no point in doing the top 10 because there's no difference in importance. So the first one on the list, we have the Suicide Squad gameplay. What would you like to see from this? Besides this basic gameplay, I guess.
I mean, I don't know, to be honest. It's kind of a weird.
It's kind of a weird concept. Roster.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see a roster. I want to see how.
Or a gameplay roster, like see
how different characters I don't want it to be like, Avengers has come out since we made our last video, and that game is not very good. Campaign was really good, but like the multiplayer, the way they handle the multiplayer and stuff, I don't feel like it's very good, and it really hurt that game. If it's anything like that,
before it even launched,
then it's not going to be successful. So I want to see how they differentiate themselves from, just go here, beat up this bad guy, or beat up, this superhero. And then come back. Yeah, like I want them to make the fights meaningful, especially if it's against people like Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman, because those people like Batman, like I feel like he should be really hard to fight because he's fucking Batman, and people like Wonder Woman, she's Wonder Woman, so it's just I hope that it doesn't feel easy. I hope that it doesn't feel super repetitive. I hope it's not like the level is not just filled with a bunch of stupid little minions that you get to fight and you get to the boss and the boss is really easy. So I just hope that in terms of the gameplay, that's how they handle. Like I want to see how because Rockstar's never really delved into that kind of. Well, not Rockstar, but Rocksteady's never delved into like that kind of multiplayer spectrum. At least like that, as far as I know, at least.
Yeah, it's be interesting. I hope they include some stuff that Injustice did, with, like the customization and skins.
Oh yeah.
I hope it was like. One thing Avengers also lacked was like the customization outside of like some basic skins you can get, but they all like just reshaders of the previous one.
Yeah, I hope there's different gear pieces.
Edit out, gear pieces just like Injustice 2 did.
Yeah, definitely.
And other than that, maybe like some character reveals. Like I don't expect like 30 characters. I bet like maybe like 8 to start, maybe, if they want to keep it going. And don't take forever to release characters like the Avengers did, because it's been out for over almost a year now, and we've only gotten 2 characters that are basically a clone of each other. Alright, on to the next one, which really isn't much to talk about, is this Forza Horizon 5, which is going to happen eventually. We know Forza Motorsport 8, I think, or 9? I don't think it has a number this time. I think it's just called Forza Motorsport. It's going to be a Series X, I guess we could say pusher, because it's going to push that shit to the limit.
So it'll
probably be the same. Yeah, it'd probably be the same way that Motorsport 5 was when it pushed it to the limit, but didn't have much to offer outside of that graphically. But rumor is Horizon 5 is going to take place in Mexico or South America, something like that. Even though I like to see Japan return to the series, but not much to talk about that. It's another racing game that should hold Xbox over for a little bit. Another one is honorable mention. It's not really something we don't think it's going to happen. This is less likely, but Killing Floor 3, as we're seeing, we're playing Killing Floor 3. I was wanting to exist because I like this game. I'll just see it put into a new engine. Oh yeah, we're playing Killing Floor 2. My fault. Yeah, we're playing the pre-alpha for Killing Floor 3.
Yeah.
This is the announcement of the game.
Yeah, we got exclusive access. It looks eerily similar to the second game, but it's not.
That's all I wish it would exist on a new engine. That'd be cool. I think this
it would be
really underrated horror game. Not much to it, just killing zombies. Doesn't lie. Next one is, we know an RE4 remake's coming, but I put on the list an RE1 remake because the original trilogy, it has not been remade yet, and the fourth one's only one that's in third person after that. So why not just go and finish out the series and make either Vendetta or 1 a remake? Because it'd be perfect in those in that RE engine, the way the 2 and 3 were, especially off the hype of Village. Be a good idea. You got anything to say on that, do you?
No, I mean,
4's coming,
cool.
so it's not really anything.
I'd like to play 1 because I never played it. 4 was my introduction to the series. Obviously, I'd like to see a 4 remake, but if they made 1, I wouldn't be upset.
You're going to see a lot of remakes on this list, too, by the way. Speaking of the next one is, for me, it's more of a Need for Speed remake of some of the classic Need for Speeds on the PS2 era, original Xbox era. Not much to say there. There was news that they're taking the other shit off the servers and off the stores, but it's not. That's how it goes with licensed games like that. It just happens. Next on the list is another remake, and it's GTA, which is rumored to be. What did you say when it was? It was the 20th anniversary of
GTA 3. Yeah, and the rumor is that they're remaking it.
Which would be cool. I'd like to see a whole series remake of the OG ones.
Yeah, but I think 3 is more likely just because that's kind of what put GTA on the map, you know? Like after that, every other company that had like a GTA clone was because of GTA 3. And it was a silent protagonist, so it would be kind of weird. But I think that it would be cool to see a remake. I would like, you know, San Andreas and Vice City and stuff as well, but just a plain old GTA 3 remake would be cool.
Just pull the Capcom route and
yeah, they could just reuse assets and stuff. But they'd probably have to, like, the only thing, like, with the, like, remake Vice City or something, they can't use the old audio because it sounds old. And a lot of those times, like, Ray Liotta's not, like, in good spirits with Rockstar anymore. The guy who voiced CJ isn't in good spirits with Rockstar anymore, so they'd have to recast those characters probably, and people wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Or offer the original actors a shitload of money, which obviously wouldn't bother Rockstar because they got a shitload of money, but they're also kind of selfish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see a GTA 3 remake. I think it'd be pretty cool. See what a GTA would be like in a modern, by modern standards. Red Dead 2 engine. Yeah, because that's what it would be made in a Rage 2 engine. Just Rage is their engine, Rockstar something, I can't remember what it stands for. But yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Next on the list is one that we don't know if it's happening or not because I played it. I didn't have a problem before. It's not definitely the best one out of the series, but DR5, Dead Rising 5. So Capcom has all their series still going, but DR has been the one that's like been in the air. I'm guessing because the last outing wasn't that well received, and shit. Now if it's not well received at all, it fucking just basically pulled a plug on it. No one to say about that. I just hope it exists and it's good.
Yeah, I hope it's not like GTA or GTA. I hope it's not like Dead Rising 4. I didn't play much of Dead Rising 4 because I didn't like it. It was more like DR3, DR2. I hope they bring back like
an updated version of DR2 will be perfect.
Yeah. Bring back like OG characters, and I'd be fine with them doing that with like Chuck or something.
Give us Chuck and a Nick co-op campaign.
Yeah,
that'd be perfect. Cause they kind of like did that story and just kind of never went back to it.
Yeah. But I'd like to see a return to Dead Rising 3 because it's got a certain charm. And I've kind of missed playing it instead of going back and playing the old ones, no matter how great they might be.
They haven't aged. If you want to talk about remakes again, just remake DR1 in a new engine.
Yeah.
Why does remake it out? Remakes sell. What can we say?
They do sell.
Yeah, they're fucking successful because they know you know what you're getting basically. Just in a better version. Next on the list, this is more your thing. BioShock 4.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. There's been a long rumor. It's not really been a rumor, it's pretty much confirmed at this point, but Take-Two has been working on BioShock 4. I don't know if it's going to be called BioShock 4. It's probably just going to be like a reboot of the series. But I'm just going to call it BioShock 4 for the sake of it. But I'd like to see it. I loved the first 3 games. They're really great. It's hard to explain them. They're just like, you use like, it's a first-person shooter, but it's not like typical first-person shooters. It's hard to explain. You just have to play it. But they have a certain charm about them. They're, it's about time. Last BioShock came out in 2013, so I think that they could be, I'd like to see where they take the series from there. It's usually some kind of fantastical, like a city underwater or a city up in the clouds. I wonder what they could do now. You know, are they gonna go back underwater? Are they gonna go back up to a city in the clouds? Like they could go a bunch of different ways, and I like to see how they handle the series and like today by today's standards. See how it would play on like modern consoles and stuff like that, because obviously that shit's insane now. Yeah, I'd like to see how they do a modern BioShock. It could be really...
And avoid the curse of 4, because
yeah,
a lot of games when they have 4, they fucking shit the bed. With a few exceptions like Far Cry 4. And
GTA 4.
Yeah, GTA 4 as well. There's a lot of shit games that are number 4 behind them. Like RE. Just kidding. Don't come at me, because I know people fucking will die with a fucking game. Next up on the list, this is another one of yours. Well, I really want it too, but a new Splinter Cell, which we put on the list 3 years straight.
And they've announced fucking VR, Splinter Cell, and all kinds of stupid shit.
Everything but a new Splinter Cell game that has Sam Fisher involved.
All I want is the fucking OG, like straight up Splinter Cell game. It's like the old ones. Same thing with BioShock. The last one that was released in 2013, that was Blacklist. People didn't like it, but I did. I thought it was really cool. It wasn't, you know, because it wasn't just stealth. You could play the game however you wanted. You could go in there guns blazing, which isn't really how Sam Fisher works, but, you know, I think the more ways that you offer to play, the better, just because
different versions of gameplay.
Then you have more people playing it, you know, because if somebody didn't like stealth games...
And replayability.
Yeah, you could play the levels in multiple different ways. So I like Blacklist, but I just want, like, there's not many stealth games out now, like traditional, like old school stealth games. You know, Metal Gear Solid isn't being made anymore.
Even shit that fucking like adopted stealth, like Far Cry, it's going away from that.
Like there's
it's going a lot more fast-paced action.
And I love stealth. I love stealthy shit in games, and I just want a pure, just straight up stealth game. You know, not being like we have Hitman and stuff, but that's not like, you know, you can play that a million different ways, Hitman, and that's not what I want. Like, I like the Hitman games. I have nothing against them, but I just want like a true classic Splinter Cell experience. Sam Fisher bring back, and people argue, you know, oh, Sam Fisher's old, and he is, but they could bring in, like I say it every time, they could bring in a new character, introduce a new character, so that way people who are new to the series have their character that they can relate to, but make him like the protege of Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher's teaching him ropes, you know, of how the fourth echelon works and stuff. That way you please both crowds. You have people that are like, oh, I love Sam Fisher. Now I gotta play as this new guy, but learn from Sam Fisher. That'd be really cool for the older people that played the game, and it'd be really cool for the newer people that played the game, because now they don't have to worry about like feeling they missed out on all the other games, you know. And I feel like that'd be the best way to handle it, and I feel like and people want it, man. People want Splinter Cell so bad, so it would sell
huge
like it would sell like hotcakes. And man, like,
and they could challenge you too. Don't make it fucking easy. A lot
like
of games
old Splinter Cell is
like so
more
easy.
challenging as hell. And that's what I want. It's a true, like, gritty, like, hard as hell, but not like hard, unfair hard, but like just truly like it's testing your ability to be stealthy, like a real life stealth experience, like Splinter Cell used to be able to do. Like it would work really well by today's standards, and I would like to see one.
I didn't add this to the list because we didn't think about it in time. We made this list in like 10 seconds, but I would like to see some stuff about the 007 or Indiana Jones game they apparently have working on. Yeah,
that would be also cool.
Speaking of stealth games, I know 007 one of those games that could go down that path.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Indiana Jones, I feel like it'd be like, you know, like Uncharted, just
partial
Xbox.
Yeah, partial stuff.
Which is we got Tomb Raider, but you could do both. Yeah, you could do like Indiana Jones game would work really cool. And it's by the guys who made Wolfenstein games, modern Wolfenstein games, which were fucking great. So I feel like it might be really good. Be interesting. I'd like to see how those pan out.
This one's more of you. I know you've been playing a decent bit, or somewhat, the last couple weeks. State of Decay 3 gameplay, which I want to see it too because I remember.
Yeah, I always kind of liked State of Decay. It was always like the first one was an indie title. So it was kind of, you know, it had that typical like indie jank, but there's always something kind of special about an indie game. You know, they always come out with these really cool features, but like maybe it doesn't execute right, or it does, or like it just like they don't have the funding or something sometimes, and it doesn't. I want to. State of Decay 1 was great, and then State of Decay 2 came out, and it was like even better. They expanded on a lot of the stuff that State of Decay 1
really
had.
short.
Yeah, it was just really short. I feel like they could improve on that formula a lot. And I'd like to see, like the trailer for State of Decay 3 when we got it. I can't remember when it was. I can't remember if it was E3 or I think it was Game Awards.
I think it was Game Awards.
Yeah, I think it was
Game Awards.
Yeah, they had like snow, which I think I wish more games would offer like seasons, like Forza Horizon 4 did. I feel like that'd really add to like the gameplay. That would also offer many different ways to play. Maybe the zombies are slower in the winter or something. I don't know. Or maybe you got to pay more attention to your clothing in the winter. Like all kinds of stuff. I would like to see how that game has like seasons. I'd like to see, maybe a more like I want like a base builder instead of just claiming a base. Let me build up a base. I don't like how Fallout 4 does. You just claim
change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like they could
don't just slap a new title on it.
Like
the
I
same
like
mechanics.
Like zombie survival games like that, and they've done great so far. But I'd like to see them, especially again on the new consoles, newer hardware. They could do so much stuff, and I'd like to see some gameplay or at least some more information about it. I don't know how far out it is. But I'd like to see, what they got in store for it. Yeah, it was like I think it was Game Awards 2019 actually. Because we just watched 2020.
So we might actually see a little bit of gameplay.
Yeah, maybe, because it is a Xbox exclusive. So the rumors that they're coming out with some heaters. So hopefully, that's one of them.
All right, dude. We're gonna talk about it again. So we talked about it the last couple of years, but we have gotten a trailer, even though it's been delayed. And this is the Harry Potter RPG.
Yeah.
Your most number one thing.
My most anticipated
honestly.
game now, for sure. Announced game.
That exists, at least.
Yeah. Like BioShock 4, Splinter Cell, if they get announced, will obviously be up there. But the game that I know is coming out is Harry Potter. It's called Hogwarts Legacy or something. I fucking love Harry Potter. I know that there's been a lot of controversy surrounding Harry Potter and the author and shit, but I ain't paying attention to that. But
shouldn't affect the game.
Yeah, it shouldn't affect the game. This is totally different people. It should have nothing to do with the development. But that's neither here nor there. I feel like a bully style game set in Hogwarts, the Harry Potter universe would be fucking awesome. Going around, going to class, or the formula would just work really well. Harry Potter, I feel like, is a universe that would benefit very heavily from video games because you could do a lot more that you can't do in movies, or sometimes movies fall a little short. And you can tell like your own stories in video games. So I feel like Harry Potter, like bully set or type game, would work really well. We haven't heard much about it. There's that little trailer which was cool. There's some screenshots which look fucking awesome. Got delayed till 2022, which is unfortunate, but more time in the oven isn't necessarily a bad thing. As long as it doesn't release in a broken state, I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm very hyped for that. I haven't been this excited for a game since Red Dead 2 came out, so I'm pretty excited for it. And hopefully we get some information about it, some gameplay, or maybe some more screenshots.
Or just details about the game.
Just details, yeah. Like all we really know is that like it takes place way before the Harry Potter books take place. It takes place in like the 1800s, so it's a totally different like setting, or not setting, but a totally different like set of circumstances than the Harry Potter books and the Fantastic Beasts books. You get to create your own characters, so like you're not a character that we know. We could see some characters that we know, like Dumbledore and shit was around back then, so it'd just be really interesting how they infuse their story into like, Harry Potter and stuff like that we know in the movies and the books. But yeah, I'd like to see some more info about it. Gameplay, screenshots, like you said, just basic regular info, But I think that we might be able to get something, because it's been a little while.
Maybe some more Gotham Knights info, because it also got delayed. Basically every other thing. And I'd like to see some more gameplay. We got to see actually got to see a pretty amount of good gameplay.
Yeah, we've seen a nice little chunk of it.
So I'd like to see some more. Maybe some customization stuff, because I guess it's just me, but I hate Red Hood's jacket in it, and I don't want to wear that ugly ass brown leather jacket.
I'm absolutely sure they'll have a bunch of fucking customization.
Or, since it's already a Rocksteady game.
Actually not. It's a Warner Brothers Studios game. Or it's the guy that made Arkham Origins. Warner Brothers Montreal or something.
Do what they did with Arkham Origins and get the legacy skins
Yeah.
Like, give me the Under the Red Hood skin from the comic book, or you know,
I'm sure they will.
The different versions of Batgirl.
There's no way they make a game like that and not have a bunch of cool ass fucking. Like, look at fucking Arkham Knight, dude. They had like the Batfleck costume, the Christian Bale costume, but they had so much shit. I feel like they kind of know. If they do individual gear pieces, I think would be cooler, but I'd be fine with outfits as long as they're fucking cool.
I feel like games like that should have customizable pieces, but you should be able to put a skin over it.
I feel like they should go like you said, the Injustice 2 route. Like, even if it's gear that's never been like real or in the comics or anything, just make your own.
Make it your own. Yeah, make it your own. Which is what they did, because the Red Hood outfit does not exist in anything else.
A bunch of gear that's your own, because as long as it kind of like stays true to this source material, I feel like you can make your own and still, you know, people are like, oh, that's fucking cool. So I feel like they could do that. I hope we get some gameplay stuff, or some more gameplay, or at least some more info. You know,
definitely one of the games. I mean, that's what I most look forward to the game, at least, because it's, you know, we've been saying for years we want a co-op Arkham game. That'd be so badass. And now we're finally going to get it.
Batman is dead.
Without Batman, at least, without Batman, but
allegedly dead, according to the trailer and stuff.
I feel like down the line, they probably add him to the game. I don't feel like
I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead either.
But I don't think he's dead. But I think he might.
They're doing it just to give light to different characters.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah. So he might be dead.
For the purpose of the story.
No. He technically died in Arkham Knight.
Justice 3 basically is what I want. How would you do it? How would I do it? I would have a video on this, but I would basically just go through the time. I make it like a pure fighting game without making another story, because every time they make that game, they have a comic book to coincide the story and the lore to it, so it exists on his own Earth, which is pretty cool because it exists in the actual DC canon. But just make moments. Take the moments from the comic books, like the famous moments, like when Captain Atom fights Superman and Wonder Woman, and then he kills Green Arrow and all that shit, and just put it in the game, and say how like sections of the timeline and Injustice comics which we haven't seen in the game, and just go from there and make a fighting game of characters from all across the timeline, and that's how I would do it, at least. But I'm not, you know, I'm not Ed Boon, I'm not anything like that. Ed Boon, if you're listening, hire me, please. Next, we have a game that will probably never see the light of day, but we can always hope, which is Rise 2.
Oh yeah,
a banger-ass exclusive that came out back when I was in high school.
It came out a year before I graduated high school. I've been in high school for 8 years, so there's that showing my age. I'm not that old, but I feel old as fuck. But yeah, Rise was a phenomenal game. If you've never played it, it was a gladiator game. You played
it's definitely worth a play, because it holds up to today's standards.
Yeah, it came out in 2013, and it still rivals a lot of games graphically. It's a Roman gladiator game, so you run around just chopping bitches up. It's got like the Arkham style combat,
but it's fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. I think they could do really cool sequel. There's not much. I mean, obviously we have no information about it because we don't even know if it's a thing. I doubt it. Yeah. But I hope that it is.
Like if you expanded on the story or did another game like that,
it had a really
or
cool
like the guys think a different type of game like that.
No, it did do a really cool multiplayer, but just an online like gladiator fighting arena. Like there's a co-op mode in there where you can fight alongside your friend, but I want to fight other people too, you know? I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah. The combat's not like in depth, like For Honor.
Yeah, they can flesh it out a little bit more. It's kind of button mashy. It's like Arkham. It's just like Arkham.
Yeah. It's an Arkham clone type combat. Not saying it's a bad thing.
No, yeah, but it's not like, you know, it's not. If you want to do online, you have to like flesh it out a little bit more, do like better combos.
I'm pretty sure it's on Game Pass. Just download it yourself.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
Hold us accountable. Try it yourself. I promise you will not be upset about it, because it's definitely worth played through at least once.
Unless you just hate fun, and you're not gonna like it.
Unless you're a Fortnite player and you just hate fun, or Warzone. Next on the list is literally a quote Tanner. Anything about Fable.
The new Fable, yeah. Anything. I don't care if it's screenshots. I don't care if it's them. Just a little piece of the fucking soundtrack. I want any information about the new Fable. It has been announced. I had it on all my previous lists because there was rumors surrounding it. Finally got what I wanted. It's made by the guys who made the Forza Horizon games, which is kind of interesting.
Which guy has my interest because I love those guys.
I want to see how they handle that. I gotta go back to that seasons thing that I was talking about. That seasons in Forza Horizon 4, which I thought was really cool. They could really do that system in Fable because Fable is like a fairy tale kind of, you know, it's based off fairy tales. It's like satire. Like they could do. There's so many things they could do with that game, and it's gonna be interesting to see how like a race game studio makes a medieval fantasy game. I want to see if they're going to carry on with the story that's already been established, or they're just going to reboot the series. I don't care either way. I just want any information. I doubt there's going to be gameplay. I doubt there's going to be... There might be screenshots, but even so, that's going to be really early, because I don't even think that they are in the nitty-gritty of that.
Demo.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be... Like, they just finished hiring people for that game. I don't even think they're in the nitty-gritty of, like, making it, but they might be. I don't know. I hope we get some information about it. Anything. I don't care what it is. I just want to know that it's still out there and still worked on.
Alright, the next on the list is one of my personal favorites. My Little Pony Adventure.
Can't wait for that game.
Red Dead 1 Remake.
Oh boy.
Or Red Dead Undead Nightmare DLC for Red Dead 2. Whatever one.
Yeah, I'd be fine with either one. I'd probably want, if I had to choose, honestly, I'd probably want the Undead Nightmare more. Just because it's new. But I love Red Dead 1, I adore Red Dead 1. And if we're on a subject of remakes, I feel like Red Dead 1 remake and a Red Dead 2 engine would be fucking chef's kiss. It would be amazing. I feel like they could do a really good job. And hopefully it's true.
That basically covers this video though. Drop below what you'd like to see. I know you guys are looking forward to that Fortnite shit. So, well, that's our video. Alright. Anything you'd like to say to the boys and girls and dogs if they watch?
Don't do drugs.
And don't do drugs. Get good grades. Wash your hands.
Stay in school. Don't become an achievement hunter. Just kidding. Become an achievement hunter.
Yeah.
Just
if you're interested, join achievement hunting. Achievement hunting Legion on Xbox because we'll get you in
I will
there.
say this as an achievement hunter: if you choose to become an achievement hunter, don't. Because I have a bad way of doing this. Don't let an achievement list dictate what you play.
And play what you want.
I look at achievements and I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna play this game because the achievements are ass. But if it's a game that you're really interested in, play it anyways. Because at the end of the day, achievements don't really mean anything.
Like Sea of Thieves, great game, shit achievements. Ain't gonna stop me from playing it.
Or games that have like uneven achievements. Dead Island.
Yeah, Dead Island.
Like more 24 Gs.
Probably at the time this video goes up. Probably not even that. We'll probably finish this shit like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Join the Achievement Hunter Legion. We got a bunch of good group of guys in there. Good friends. Wash your hands. You know, get good grades.
Be a good person.
Eat good. I can't talk shit about eating good, but don't be like me. Be happy.
If Brad needs an IV, they're just not gonna do blood. They're gonna do Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Also, if you're feeling, down and about, you're not alone. It's alright. The day might suck, but tomorrow's a new day. And if that next day sucks, the day after that's a new day. Look at the positives. Don't be grumpy like me. Thanks for watching.